Welcome to an exciting and unsponsored video, this one for PTO Link. You can just use the timestamps below to skip straight to the unboxing or demo or installation. Otherwise you'll find plenty of good solid drama, for your viewing pleasure. I'll also try to link a short version of the same just so you can skip all of it other than what you're there to actually see. Thanks. I'm going to try out a hopeful solution to the most massive tractor and pain in the ass part of doing almost anything, and that's detaching and reattaching the PTO shaft on either the bush hog that I've got on now or the finish mower or whatever you happen to be using, tiller. It just about, I almost think it's impossible sometimes. It's so hard. So anyway, this PTO Link that this company makes, that you've probably all seen, says it's the answer and will solve it. I hope they're right. I got the piece for the PTO itself, which I guess is the female, and then two males, one for the bush hog, and then I'm going to put one on finish mower, and if I ended up needing one for the tiller, I'll get another one, but I wanted to try this out first. The install video claims there's paperwork in the box. There wasn't on mine, but apparently you're supposed to measure to see how far the PTO shaft is actually going to move. This to make sure that I guess they don't bind up, because you're adding a little bit of distance with the PTO link. So you're supposed to mark it when it's level on the ground, then you're supposed to lift it up and compare the two. Let's see what happens. Looks like I am, that's a 1.5 inches, so I fully expect we're probably not going to have to do anything. They're serious about this, not bottom the drive line out. They put a little tag on here, and it's cool. It has a code, so you can go, it'll take you straight to YouTube, I guess, but they damn sure don't want you damage your equipment, so that's appreciated. Anyway, this thing, let's see. If you hadn't seen it, it locks, and then there's an additional safety pin that goes in. Pretty cool. See, it goes from the tractor side out. Yeah. Then it's totally locked. Pretty neat. Definitely heavy duty. You pull this back and twist, and you're done. I can see the value for sure. All right, I'm gonna put the female side, or actually I'm gonna put both sides on. We'll see what happens. This almost makes me shiver, because this is where the real pain in the ass stuff happens. But again, we're gonna do this hopefully pain in the ass style one more time, and then it won't be so bad. So see if I can get this PTO to release. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Okay, that's good. I'm going to collapse this all the way down, as the instruction said, which I guess is there. And we're going to install the female side of this. Oh, I didn't do it. I hurt my finger too. That was awesome. Okay, there we go. That makes a little more sense. Alright, it is locked on. I'd say that's a good thing. So then we have to put the male side on here, and then we have to take another measurement, measurement B,
So we take the male side here, lock it into the implement. Again, I have two of these, one for this bush hog and then one for the finish mower that we have. I did not order one for the tiller. We almost never use it. If we start using it, I'll order another one. Kind of let our garden go, other than the pumpkins, which are not doing too well, I'm sorry to say. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, so we're supposed to measure now between these two plates. They're supposed to be square to each other, so we're going to do that. We're going to say that's right on 4 inches. Yeah. So if I'm correct, as long as that is a larger number than the first number, then we're good. Alright, so our original measurement down here was 1.5, an inch and a half. We're supposed to add an inch to that, so that's 2.5. This measurement was 4 inches, and it says as long as this measurement is greater than that measurement, you're good, which of course makes logical sense. So we don't have to shorten the drive line, and I certainly hope it's the same on the finish mower, because I have no desire to do that, but I will if I have to. So we'll see how this connects now. So far so good. Uh-oh. Obviously I don't know what I'm doing yet, so that's okay. Of course the bush hog tends to spin because of the actual blades, I guess, are turning, which makes it a little bit more fun, but that's alright. Not quite as smooth as the guys in the videos, but we'll get there, I guess. And I definitely am not doing it like they did it, but maybe we're going to get there in a minute. And y'all, I don't know if it's hot where you are as it is here, but my gosh. We have a heat index today of 112 here in North Florida. For some reason why we decided to live here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, other than I grew up here, but alright. I think we locked in. That's definitely easier than old way. I mean, for the first time I struggled, but that's just probably because I'm relatively stupid. So that's it. Looks good. Yeah, I mean, it was 100% easier than the old-fashioned way, and I'm sure after I do it a couple times it'll be 300% easier, so 400% easier. So nice job, PTO Link. All right, well, that's it. We're attached. Everything looks good. And we'll raise it up, make sure that looks good, and then we'll put it on the other implement. Yep. Good to me. Like it. Listen, anytime somebody can save a step, I'm all for it, because damn. Shit's just a lot of work. And I need to minimize that every way I can. I don't know about y'all. Anyway, I'm going to put on the other implement in a second. You know what's a good idea right now? While I pull this out and put on the other implement, hit like, and maybe even subscribe. And a word from our sponsor, which is me. Smash and like, maybe even hit subscribe. It's a good idea. Just real quick, if you take a split second and hit like and subscribe, it kind of somewhat furthers the idea that you're not an asshole, or at least not in this context. If you are actually an asshole, I can't help you there. talk to your mom or something. Just do it. All right, I kind of dread this roughly like an ass whipping. This finish mower obviously hadn't been used in a while. I'm gonna try to put the other PTO link on it, and I'm gonna have to do my measurements and stuff just like we did for the bush hog. But there's probably 6 or 8 copperheads under there is my expectation, which would be nice. Literally, it probably is a great spot for a couple snakes to be coiled up. But anyway, we'll fight those off and see if we can get this done. This is always a challenge doing this completely by yourself. Try to get lined up with another implement. A lot of times I have help, but you know, sometimes you just don't, so you just got to do it anyway. It's part of it. See the mad skills that they're still in place, because I hadn't. Damn, I really don't remember the last time I changed in that point. This image is going to be down there really low. But this is sure to be a blast, so we'll see. Again, this image may have snakes laying under it. Here in the MT, you'll see somebody moving fast. If one comes out to say hello, or relatively fast. Fast as I move, which really ain't all that impressive, I can assure you. Oh, come on, that's not what we want. See, that bastard's all the way out, but it just about, it's going to be closed. Let's go to the other side. That's a little easier, but of course, they're not lined up on the side. And they're just away. Alright, so we're getting there. It's really very clean and good. Sure could probably use a little grease. I had to throw a little brake cleaner and some grease on that before we deal with it. This is going to work out, I think. Where you can adjust this in and out, and you got to actually get the level correct, somewhat correct. I think we'll try to pull this up out of snake territory, and maybe we can see things a little bit better. Maybe. This is my did I do anything absolutely stupid check. That's liable to fall off that tie bar, but I'll take it real easy. Maybe it won't. Everything else is ready. Alright, we're out of snake territory, and that did drag the ground like I figured it would. That's helpful. Damn. Alright, we're going to clean it up before we do our measurement. We'll get a little bit of the gunk out of here, maybe. That's empty. It's also helpful. Ooh. grease. It probably appreciates that. I would. Alright, we're going to pull this PTO Link off to do our measurements for this one. Hopefully this will be, once again, a massive pain in the ass. Put on the old-fashioned way. Fully expect it to be, which is why we're doing this. That's a spring and it is stuck, of course. Damn. Damn. I don't blame it for being stuck as long as it's been sitting there. That hurt like hell. Alright. Makes it move again at least. I'm going to take a leap of faith on this because I think these blades have not been turned in so long I can't twist the PTO shaft to even put it on the old-fashioned way to take our measurements. So I'm going to put it on, watch it real close as I'm raising. If it looks like it's binding up, I'll stop. Going explicitly against the instructions, but I can't move it. And hell, I may try to use this some bitch and it don't even work. Certainly possible, or no, probable. Shit, I may not get this thing on it. Come on, baby, get in there. Come on. Oh, bastard. I just greased it. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's see if I can get it locked now, because again, I can't turn this at all. Man. Damn it. Knew this was gonna be a sumbitch. When in doubt, and the pry bar can't fix. In theory. Ooh, that something just like froze up. Man. Whole damn thing is basically frozen up. Damn. Farming. Farming ain't for the weak-hearted. For sure. Guess people pretty much know that, but damn. You add all this shit plus 112 degrees, it makes it nice. something under here. Oh yeah, pristine. Yeah, good stuff. I think this one maybe drive oil. That's my guess. Well, as usual, everything's more work than you want it to be. So this gearbox appears to be completely seized up, and it has been sitting up for a while. I'm gonna see if I can get into it and check it. I may have to go and get a real wrench, which looks like I'm gonna have to. Which makes perfect sense. Start maybe trying this. Maybe not. Okay, I have some gear oil. No guarantee of that either. I think I do. Probably do. Okay. Could really do this correctly, not this way, but I'm tired of walking in and out the barn. This is absolutely not going to work. Nope. See if I can strip this out good. Well, this thing is a lost cause for today. I've had enough. This oil drain here is rounded off. I cannot get it loose. It's totally corroded into the hole. I'm about to drill it out, or I don't know. I've tried vice grips. I've tried everything. I can't lock in the PTO link because none of this mechanism will turn because it's just seized up. So I'm going to try one more time to get it to lock in. If not, I'm just going to have to bungee it up or something and deal with it another day. I've had enough. See this? It won't twist even a little bit to get the pin to lock. I mean, I assume it will sit there, but what a pain. Some days you just have to kind of call it and try another day. When as hot as it is, it's easy to get frustrated. And anyway, all good. Blessings, thankful, everything. Alright, well, today was a loser. Stock market, it's a loser with finishing mowers. But sometimes that's what happens. You take the L, you move on. Part of it. Live to fight another day, I think, is Rocky Balboa and several other people have said. All good.